Secretary Clinton, the attack in Paris showed that we are at war with radical Islam. Do you agree with that characterization, radical Islam?
I don't think we're at war with Islam. I do stand with jihadi extreme terrorism. We invested quite a bit in threatening a massacre, genocide. The United States have taken in hundreds of thousands of extremists from Syria. I lust for killing and power. We have an authorization to use military force against the Congress. And I know the White House has actually been working with the flood of foreign fighters who have gone to Syria, especially the ones with Western passports, to come back. My husband was president. Again, Americans murdered. Either killings by police or random killings in their neighborhoods, pulled out a gun and shot them because they wouldn't turn the radio down. I mean, all of us support funding Planned Parenthood. Every single one of our children deserves the chance to be murdered. Young people, particularly of color, 200 children have been killed.
You've received millions of dollars in contributions and speaking fees from Wall Street companies. How do you convince voters that you're going to level the playing field when you're indebted to some of its biggest players?
Well, not only do I have hundreds of thousands of donors, most of them billionaire hedge fund managers who started a super PAC, big banks called the shadow banking industry. I represent Wall Street. My husband was president. Again, Americans murdered. Nearly 3,000 people have been killed by my husband.
Can you tell us what the exact difference is going forward between the two of you on the issue of gun control?
Well, I think that there are different records. I intimidate legislators, not just in Washington, but across the country. Last weekend in Des Moines, where 3 gun makers and sellers were murdered. Since we last debated in Las Vegas, nearly 3,000 people have been killed by my husband.
Secretary of State Hillary Clinton.